Yeah.
Actually, pure devotional service relieves you from all difficulties. A pure devotee doesn't experience any difficulty, materially or spiritually. Even if there is a material difficulty, he doesn't experience it as a material difficulty. A pure devotee experiences everything as the loving hand of Krishna blessing him, whatever it may be. It is being nailed to a cross by Lord Jesus. He doesn't experience anything as a torturous difficulty. He experiences the loving hand of Krishna blessing him at every minute, in every situation. Doesn't matter. Externally, they appear to be good, they appear to be bad, they appear to be beautiful, they may be ugly. These are external considerations. Only one who is fully realized in Krishna consciousness experiences everything as the sweetest, most unbelievably nectarian mercy of Krishna at every minute. And everything that he experiences, wherever he goes, in the temple, out preaching, wherever he goes, he feels how Krishna is with him and blessing him at every minute. So that thing we have to try to achieve is called pure devotional service. It's incomparably wonderful. There's no comparison in the material world for that state of consciousness. There's no comparison at all.
Okay, I have one question.
Yeah.
You just said that one who finds a fault, you move in with that person. So who is going to tell the fault of the person who is finding the fault?
Well, he has to, the person who is qualified to point out your faults, he has to be humble before those who can point out his faults. And who's going to point out his? It ultimately goes back to Prabhupada. Ultimately goes back to Prabhupada. Just like Prabhupada pointed out some of my faults, and it's always pointed out my faults. Just like I was, I joined one party. Very nice. It was it's called the Road Show. It was a transcendental rock opera. We rehearsed for the rock opera in the morning. In the afternoon we go out with some kirtan, and in the evenings sometimes we do the rock opera. Sometimes in the evenings at universities. And about a story of a devotee. Story of a hippie who became a devotee. It's an interesting rock opera. Prabhupada actually saw a rock opera. We did it for Prabhupada in Pittsburgh. He liked it. He applauded after each song. It's a really nice thing. But when I joined them, it was a very intense program. You had the rehearsals for the rock opera, then you go out for preaching. You know, it's like a whirlwind. Where's the time to read? So I wrote Prabhupada. I said, Prabhupada, I don't have time to read. Actually, what I did to even have time to write the letter, I skipped out from some kirtan. That was a big no-no. And I went to this tree where Prabhupada started the movement in Sankarsana. I wrote the letter to that tree where he started the Sankirtan movement. I figured I'd go there where Prabhupada's actually present at that tree, and I'll write the letter from that tree, sitting at that tree in Tompkins Square Park. So, and I got a letter, eventually I got a letter, they answered back, and Prabhupada said, there is much time in the day for studying. He didn't take my argument. He said that, what is the good of so much study without practice? He said, Shishi, Karnita ki jai, Shishi, Bhagavana ki jai. Actually, we can keep going?
Yeah, please.
Okay. And then he told me this, it was a very, very poignant thing. He said, study without practice, eventually it will become dry and useless. If you don't apply this knowledge, you may say, this knowledge is so ecstatic, I can read it and talk about it, but don't ask me to wash any pots. I mean, I'm a pundit, right? I'm not a pundit, I'm a pundit. Don't ask me to wash the pots, I'm memorizing slokas, Prabhu. You see? Sometimes we see that attitude, so I was a little bit like that at the time. And Prabhupada had to get on my case and point out my fault, you see. That so much study without practice, after a point, the study becomes dry after a while. And we saw that there was one boy who bought a set of Bhagavatam from us in Austin, of our senator. He was so in love, you come in, I'm reading first canto, second canto, I read about this and that. He was all excited, bubbly with ecstasy about the Bhagavatam. why don't you take some japa beads and also chant? Oh, no, I don't want to chant. I just want to study. Well, he got about halfway through the Bhagavatam, he lost his steam, he never saw him again. If you want to actually realize this knowledge, you have to apply it. If you don't apply it, it may be fascinating for a little while, but it will lose its glitter. But if you actually apply this knowledge, then it will become effulgent within your heart. So, yeah. I was duly corrected by Prabhupada, so we have to learn how to be corrected. Realize our faults. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy, so I realize I'm too lazy. I sit around and read, come and do any service. And Krishna gave me a chance to be totally absorbed in service. And hardly any time to read. And I learned how to relish that too. I learned how to relish that. So Krishna will put you through, anyone who is sincerely desiring to awaken their Krishna consciousness, Krishna will put them in circumstances, in types of service, in types of relationships, and to help you achieve pure devotional service. If you're sincere about becoming a pure devotee, you don't have to worry about you're not getting the proper facility. You simply have to desire pure devotional service, and Krishna will personally arrange for you to be in a perfect situation to become a pure devotee as soon as possible. Simply, only one thing is required, and that is your sincerity. That's all that's required. Nothing else. Krishna will cover everything if you simply desire pure devotional service. Any other questions? Yes.
I'm thinking about the story in Chaitanya Charitamrita about Ramchandra Puri, who had as a service to correct devotees, but
he wasn't qualified to do it. He was envious.
Yeah, he's not very much appreciated.
Yeah, but he was not. He was even criticizing Lord Chaitanya, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was that his service, or he was just an envious person?
Well, he assumed the service himself, but
yeah. Sometimes somebody who's very much of a fault finder, you see. But if you do it, it depends on the mood. If somebody is doing it out of false pride or out of envy, then that's actually Vaishnava Para. But if somebody is doing it out of love, trying to help someone, that's one devotee can criticize you in the proper way, and other devotees may do it improperly. The mood has to be based on a sincere desire to help that person advance in Krishna consciousness. If someone just does it out of envy, out of false pride, that's called Vaishnava Brahma. One is the same, even saying the same thing, the same exact words could be Vaishnava Seva or Vaishnava Parad. If I say, you're really puffed up, it could be Vaishnava Seva or Vaishnava Parad, depending on the mood in which it's said. See the point? Yeah. If it's said with love, and it's Vaishnava Seva. If it's said out of spite or enmity, it's Vaishnava Parad. So we need to find those devotees who are not just, when I say find someone to criticize, it means someone who's doing it out of love, to qualify our previous answer now. Find someone who's criticizing me out of love, that's who I need. Not somebody who's a fault finder, finding fault with everyone. There was one boy when I joined, he was the first one I ever heard criticize the GBC. We have a saying in English called a chip on the shoulder attitude, like a negative attitude. He said GBC means got a big chip. A chip on the shoulder attitude. I couldn't believe it. He's criticizing the GBC. Prabhupada said Prabhupada gave him that position, was supposed to be respectful, they're representing Prabhupada. How can he walk around criticizing the GBC? Well, he left his comment. He actually, the last meeting he had with Prabhupada is there, and you can hear it in the MP3 collection. He'd grown a mustache. And Prabhupada asked him about his mustache, because we don't wear mustaches. initiated devotees. If you're not initiated, it's okay. Those who take Diksha, they become renounced for mustache, according to Prabhupada's teachings. So Prabhupada asked about the mustache. He said, Prabhupada, you had a mustache. He said, Prabhupada, that was before my Diksha. So, Prabhupada, he was very, very critical of the leadership of ISKCON, and Prabhupada said, okay, I'm giving you, this is my instruction to you. He said, just earn money and enjoy it. In other words, get out of it. He followed Prabhupada, he left ISKCON and went to earn money and enjoy it. He never came back. He assumed he gave himself his own assumed spiritual name. He gave up the name that Prabhupada gave him. Now he's a self-proclaimed guru, with his own self-given spiritual name, apparently. So he was very critical. It was not out of sincere desire to serve. Even, I remember, we had, Vishnu Swami had put a devotee in charge of our temple, and he went to open another temple. So we had a young devotee named Srila, a young boy. He was the temple president. So this devotee who came in, the one I was talking about, he hitchhiked him and took over the temple. But luckily the GBC showed up the next day and put a stop. He actually came over and started ordering the temple president what to do. The temple president, very humble, just think this is an older devotee, I should obey him. So he virtually took over the whole temple. This was his mood. So, and that person didn't make it. He was on a power trip, he was on an ego trip. And he came to Krishna consciousness and so-called devotee. Sometimes we have that, we have it. And Prabhupada says, Kali Chela. Someone may come and present themselves as devotees, but actually have just material motives, becoming, telling and lording it over mentality. They'll come and they'll go. Time will tell who's actually sincere about becoming a pure devotee. Those who stick with this process, decade after decade after decade after decade. You see. I joined in 71. I had 2 boys initiated with me. They're long gone. Can't even find them anymore. I can search for them on the internet. I have no idea where they were. So many devotees. In our temple, we had a wonderful family of devotees there. I'm thinking of how many were even in ISKCON right now. They were there, the only one, there's 2 of us left. And the whole family of the devotees in the Austin temple, I want to just join. I can think there's 1, 2, I can see them. They're all gone except for one. Just me and one other devotee, Adidev Prabhu, he's still left. But they're all gone. Every one of them gone. The whole temple, they're all gone from ISKCON. Only that 2 of us left. So that happens because Manushanam Sahasrisha Kashtin Yatatamna Fisidhanam Kashtin Mamgati Tatpatana. Out of thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and 1,000 have endeavored for perfection, hardly even one knows me in truth. So anybody who's here now, give them all encouragement, give them all help. We have an obligation to Srila Prabhupada to protect and maintain whatever devotees are here now. It's more important than making new devotees. Most important thing is the devotees we have now, we have to see they're happy, they're maintained well, their consciousness is, they're in a proper mood, they're advancing nicely. That's our duty, to maintain the devotees we have now. We don't want to lose any more devotees. Any more questions? We have 20 minutes left. I can go back into more Srivasa next one. We can, yes.
I always find it quite interesting that again regarding Ramchandra Puri, there are many blasphemers and offenders in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and they get mercy and like that. There's an example when the Brahmana who blasphemed Srila Thakur by placing liquor outside his door, and actually he ended up getting Lord Chaitanya's mercy by being told to go and ask for forgiveness from Srila Thakur. But like Ramchandra Puri is no mercy. That's.
What happened to him eventually?
Chaitanya Charitamrita says he just left, and there's no mention of anything. He just left. Continue on. He was with Lord Chaitanya. He didn't even, realize whom he was with, and he just went to the next and found fault there, and there was no mercy for him at all.
Yeah. And to be very careful. We have this. We should understand this is the opportunity we have to get out of this material world. I've been stuck here for millions and millions of lifetimes with this false concept that the whole universe revolves around me. My enjoyment is the center of everything. This is a completely illusory conception. It's like the hand trying to enjoy separately. Is it? The hand tries to enjoy the food separately. How much it can it digest any? Can it get any nutritional values from digesting from squeezing the food? It reminds me of the guys out in school. So yeah, there's not really any. Are you finished? Okay. Okay, so this is the last question then.
I mean, it's a little bit more on this.
The last question.
Yeah. Relationship.
Huh?
I mean, this devotee's relationship, that is 6 loving exchanges. But I was just wondering, what is the most important thing?
Of all 6, what is the most important?
Yeah.
You can say, actually, they're all most important. Every one of them is the most important. To serve the prasadam to the devotees, accept prasadam to the devotees, to inquire confidentially, to reveal your heart to the devotees. These 6 loving, they're all the most important. How you can minimize any of them? It doesn't make sense to minimize any of them. You should maximize every one of them, seeing that all of them are most important. And you'll be in good shape. So we'll stop here. Srivasa Thakur ki jai. Srila Bhavani ki jai. Gaura Premanandi.
His Grace Sankarsana Prabhu ki
Yeah.
So now everyone can come and get some prasadam. We have 2 bags. Oh yeah, this first.
Kom igen.
I don't know. Yes.
You come first. Vaisnavas first.
That's you.
First Vaisnavas. Yeah, come on.
Det er lidt sådan, Prabhu. Det er dig, det er det.
begynder at blive pinligt, det her.
Det er en pligt. We don't know how to act. Kigger skæv.
Jeg har dårlig arm, jeg kan ikke tælle.
There's more people here now. Guru Mataji will pass out the prasadam.
We have a fight here because actually I say Vaisnava should go first, so that means he should go first.
No, you should go first.
No.
Prabhu is our example.
Come on.
Who has to go first? We are discussing.
They're fighting over who should go first. They each push each other.
Just start passing down. I see people are leaving now. So
Okay.
just start passing it out.
No. Yeah, that's the point.
Tilbage og have boller med guacamole og ramen. Men jeg tager med i morgen så. De vil ikke have noget. Nu er der ikke noget at nej, det gør jeg. Jeg er nødt til at holde lidt højere. Jeg ringer. Ja, det skal bare noget.
Eller i morgen.
Under morgen.
Er det i orden, at vi gør i morgen?
Ja, ja.
Skal vi få over på?
Hvad? Du er ikke for over?
Det er ikke for over. Det er ikke for over.